Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the road to 180. This is the second episode that I am posting. And for those of you who don't know and are just tuning in for right now, this is my recording of a weight loss journey that I'm doing. I'm going down from 240 pounds to 180 pounds. As a quick little recap, our first episode was me sharing the progress that I made throughout my first week of this weight loss journey. I'll be posting the rules up on the screen right here, so then that way we can get a quick little refresher. But essentially, as I mentioned in my first episode, the format for today will be posting my weigh-in total for this morning. I'm recording this as of Sunday, on Sunday mornings, and I post on Monday. Then I'm going to post my progress picture along with the original that I took at the beginning of this journey. I'm going to share what I ate this week. I'm going to give you an update on my workouts, and I'll also post those numbers when I speak to it. And then I'm going to share my general thoughts on the journey so far. So, my weigh-in total as of Sunday, January 15th, the date that I'm recording this video, is 230.4 pounds. So from last week, that is a 3.2 pound drop. And as I mentioned in my first video, this is kind of expected because the first 2 weeks of a cut are usually you're getting rid of most of your water. So yeah, this is obviously it's a little bit more than I had expected. We're shooting for around 1.5 pounds, 2 pounds a week. So this is sort of like the last little bit of water coming out, at least I think. And then hopefully it's smooth sailing, and it's going to be, instead of being huge jumps, it's going to be pretty linear and steady 1.5 pound, 2 pound loss. So I will post the original progress picture the original picture on the screen, and I'll post my progress picture right here, so you can see a comparison. And honestly, in the beginning stages, there's probably not going to be a whole lot of difference. It will become more apparent once we get down closer to around 200, and then every pound then sort of makes a difference. So I'm really looking forward to that. What did I eat this week? So I did take some pictures, and I'm not going to lie, like they're probably not going to be pretty appetizing, but thankfully, I finally finished the cottage cheese that I was eating. I ate a lot of eggs this week, and also a lot of. I'm starting to eat Greek yogurt now, but I had to eat a lot of that too. And the reason for that is because I'm going on vacation soon, and it will most likely go and spoil by the time that I get back. So I have to be consuming a lot more of the so-called perishable food. Now, just as a recap as well, I am eating a mostly animal-based diet, which means a lot of meat, a lot of dairy, such as cottage cheese and no-fat Greek yogurt, some honey. I won't deny myself any fruit, although I didn't really have that this week. And one thing that I didn't mention is that the sort of only real non-animal product that I'm essentially not avoiding is diet soda. Now, that might be a little bit controversial, but it's got 0 calories, 0 carbs in it, not a whole lot of, no sugar. So, and to me, it's going to help to like keep the sugar cravings at bay, because I've noticed as I'm getting older, I am craving more, I'm developing more of a sweet tooth than anything, and I'm not quite sure why. But yeah, if I have all my calories done for the day, but I still don't feel super satiated, and I don't really want to drink sparkling water, then I will, of course, have diet soda. And yeah, that sort of helps to abate my my cravings, so to speak. I also have this like konjac pasta that I have. It's supposed to, I think there are some brands called like Miracle Noodles or whatever else. They're these extremely low calorie and pretty dense noodles. So like I might be incorporating some of that into my diet. But of course, like again, if I have all of the stuff, if I have all of my calories in, like it seems like extra volume that I don't really need. So yeah, that's essentially what I ate this week. A lot of eggs, a lot of chicken, some fish. Finished the cottage cheese and a lot of Greek yogurt, and thankfully I'm finally starting to eat beef. So and that, of course, my mood feels immediately better. I love steak. I love red meat. So I'm happy to finally be eating that. So, update on the workouts. I'm going to post my baseline numbers on the screen here compared to what I did this week. And I'm not going to lie, the workouts were kind of a mixed bag this week. I did make some gains in some areas. Of course, I'm adding more volume to my dips, which is probably going to be coming to an end because I do notice, especially on my chest days, you'll probably notice that I was pushing 90-pound dumbbells for my chest press, and I actually failed that this week. So I had to deload to 80, and I managed to complete that. So I have a sneaking suspicion that because I'm doing such a high volume of dips, I'm gassing myself out and I'm running out of steam essentially before I do my heavy lifts. So what I'm probably going to do, I've ordered one of those weightlifting belts, those with the chain on it. I think they're called dip belts actually. So I've ordered one of those. Hopefully, I think it's coming in today because of that Amazon Prime 2-day delivery. Shout out Daddy Bezos. But yeah, so essentially that's going to take a little bit of a turn. So instead of going for volume and just doing body weight stuff, I will start to progressively be adding more weight to my dips. Just so that way, again, I can train the accessory movement to be stronger for my heavier lifts. And then, of course, I had to deload on my... what else did I have to deload on my concentration curls as well, and that's not so much due to a strength thing. That's more so due to I have a recurring injury in my left elbow, which I'm pretty sure is tennis elbow or golfer's elbow, or if some teenagers are familiar with it, wanker's elbow. But yeah, essentially, it's when I was doing my pull day, I felt this really weird tingling in my arm, pins and needles. I have a pretty high pain tolerance, but this was like excruciating almost. Like I got it completely disrupted my flow for my workout. Still managed to get it finished, but yeah. So that is part of why it's a little bit of a mixed bag this week. Just because I am now injured, which is not ideal. Your second week into a routine. So what I've done is I've also ordered on that Amazon Prime 2-day delivery. I've ordered an elbow brace for night, so that way, because I am a side sleeper, so hopefully I don't crush this one, and I can just keep it straight, and that will hopefully help to alleviate the pain and the problem. And I've also picked up braces for both of my arms, so that way when I'm working out, I am not overly exerting and putting undue stress on the nerve. So hopefully that will help to make the workouts a little bit easier. I probably should take it easy, but at the same time, since I'm going on vacation pretty soon, if the pain truly is that excruciating, I'm going to try to get through one more week, and then we'll just see how it goes. I don't like the idea of not necessarily being active and like losing my strength, but yeah, that's essentially the update that happened on the pull day. And then on my leg day, everything progressed. That's probably been the most consistent one. Not gonna lie, it was really tough. I am starting to feel the lack of carbohydrates in my diet, especially because I'm noticing myself that the squats were harder this time around, even though again it's like 215 pounds, 4 sets of 8 reps. I have a tendency to go ass to grass, so sometimes there were a couple of times where I got caught in the hole, but I managed to get myself out. So yeah, that's what I mean. The workouts were like, they went well, but of course there were some setbacks where I'm deloaded on some exercises and I might have to deload further just to prevent further injury, but we'll have to see what goes on with the nerve in my arm. So yeah, a little bit of a mixed bag, not really what I was looking forward to, not really what I was hoping for, but we forge on nonetheless. So this brings us to the general thoughts on the journey. So 2 weeks in, essentially 10 pounds gone. I know most of it's water, but yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I am a little bit nervous for when I go on vacation because, again, when I go on vacation, I do like to try a bunch of different foods. It's going to be pretty tough for me to stick to my diet militantly, and also, of course, I'm not sure what the workout facilities are going to be like at my hotel. So yeah, there's also that. That being said, though, we'll make it work regardless. And I don't really see the problem as well. This is kind of what I want to branch off into. I don't really see the problem in like you can be super militant, and that's worked for me before. But at the same time, if I'm going to go on vacation, I just have to make sure that I don't overeat to an extent where I'm just eating 5, 6, 7,000 calories for 4 days, and then drinking like a savage. No, I'm gonna do my best to keep it to keep it 100. Maybe that's I know I said I was gonna, in the rules, I said I was going to allow myself a refeed day. I might actually I might actually schedule a refeed day during my vacation, just so that way, again, I can replenish my energy stores. Hopefully that'll help with the recovery for the injury. Hopefully that'll help with the energy for the workouts going forward. But again, I'm also mindful that by eating a large volume of food, especially so close to the weigh-in, it might skew the numbers. Especially if you shock your body like that so close to a weigh-in, it's going to be it might skew the numbers a little bit because your body may still be digesting the food and so on and so forth. Another thing, especially when I'm on vacation, I'm not sure if I'm going to have access to a scale, which is something that I'm going to have to sort of determine and suss out once I get there. If it means I have to go to a Walgreens and pick up like a $20 one and figure it out, then that's what's going to happen. It's probably not going to be the most accurate, which again, I'm not really stoked about. But that being said, it's like my one vacation for this year that I have planned anyway. And yeah, hopefully it's not going to be too disruptive to the rest of the routine, which I doubt it will be. I usually tend to bounce back. I mean, if you've watched my previous videos, such as is vacation overrated and everything else like that, I do tend to still be militant when I'm on vacation. I will still have my routine and everything else. So yeah, I mean, we'll see how it goes, but I will be posting an update while I'm on vacation as well, so don't worry about that. That still stays the same. So anyway, that is the second episode of the Road to 180. Again, thanks so much for tuning in, and I will be back on next Monday with another update. Let's try to power through this week and go into the vacation strong. Thanks again for tuning in, and I will see you all next Monday. Have a great week.